Oh, hi. This is my favorite Netflix chair. It's this is where I would sit. You know, I used to go out and party every night, and then get old, and you sit back, you flip on Netflix, and you watch something interesting. Then you usually fall asleep in the middle of it and wake up and look at your watch and go, gosh, did that much time pass? And you go to bed. So these chairs I had made from, this one was the shoe last. And you had the shoe last. But I would go to the flea markets in Paris and buy these little shoe last. And the flea market, I lived on the flea market in Nice, in the Cours Soleil, for 5 years, 7 years. And I would go out, when they had one for sale, I would buy it. And then I ended up having like about 1,000 of them. And I put them on the beams in my museum in France. And now they're in a warehouse in Mobile waiting to be installed somewhere in here, I think. This would be a good place for them. But the shoe last to me is, it's like a symbol, as everything is to me. It's not just a shoe last, it's if you could live in my shoes for one day, if I could live in your shoes for one day, if you can travel and walk through, hitchhike across the desert in Algeria, if you can go trotting in the jungles of Mexico, if you can walk through the city streets in Paris at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like, where have the shoes taken us? Where have we been? It's just like, you know, doing homage to travel, to human walking, to experience. And so these were done for the installation in Pietrasanta, Italy. That's where Michelangelo sculpted and lived for a good portion of his life. And I did a big piece frame for the city and gave it to them through the Alabama State Council of the Arts, which led to them, the state Al head and several people coming to Pietrasanta, being introduced to the mayor of the city, and thus establishing a relationship between Silicaga's marble in Pietrasanta and Carrara marble. And now Montgomery and Pietrasanta are sister cities. And it just came through, I guess, through the shoe last, travel, introductions, introducing people to people. I love to have parties and get people together, the lowest of the low, the highest of the high, the spiritualists, the atheists, the agnostics, getting all the religious perspectives together, the financial perspectives together. But you've got to travel and meet the people to know who to put together and who not to put together. I always say, you shouldn't put these people together, put them together and seat them next to each other. Let them talk.